All right.
Gives you personality.
Okay. Is it rolling?
Yep.
Today I'm going to talk you through the hack squat. The hack squat is a quad dominant squat variation. Now you're going to do is elevate your heels very high on a board, or if you don't have a board at your gym, you can use some weights. The torso is going to remain as perfectly vertical as possible, and the knees are going to jet forward. So Courtney here is going to demonstrate for us. It's important that you start with extremely light weight, so you learn the movement pattern and then progress from there. So go ahead and step up here, Courtney. What you're going to do is place your feet about 3/4 of the way up the board. Yeah, that's good. And you still want the balls of your feet on the floor. So that's good right there. You want your toes and knees facing forward as best as possible. It does depend on your hip flexibility. All right, go ahead and place the bar behind your legs. So you want the bar to be just at the base of the glute and the hamstring. The width of the hands, depending on the length of your arms, if you go in close, Courtney, if he goes here, when he squats down, the bar is going to hit his Achilles, which is going to impede his range of motion. So go ahead and widen out your grip so that the bar is right underneath the glute. Now from here, imagine you're standing against a pane of glass or a wall. You want your shoulder blades against the glass as well as your glutes. So if you were to slide down the wall, you don't want just your butt to drag down it. You also want the shoulders. So take about 3 seconds to go down, Courtney, all the way until the hamstring touches the calves. Keep going, down all the way, keep going, there, and up. Perfect. Let's just keep going through a couple reps. I'm going to talk about a couple things. So go down. So shoulder blades are back, guys. Chest is out, eyesight straight ahead. Come on up. Now, it's very important that the hamstring touches the calves. So you notice it's a full fold, and then he's driving up. The knees do come forward. That's perfectly fine for this lift. Drive up. Now, a few things we see wrong. Go ahead and lean forward a little bit as you go down, Courtney. Yeah. So as he goes down, leaning forward on the way down, that's a sign that it's a little bit too challenging for you. So again, one more time, and lean, and then drive up. So again, you need to make sure your shoulders are as far back as your glutes as you perform the lift, sliding down that imaginary wall. Perfect. Now on the next thing, the heels coming off of the board. You need to ensure that this stays driven into the wood. You don't want to have them come up. Now if you swing around to the front, as you go down, what we want to make sure of is that the knees go forward and not open. So go ahead and drive a good forward knee angle. There we go. And up. So now you might be asking, well, I can't do those. You may not be physically capable of doing that. You can still get some benefit out of this exercise with a few minor cheats. So number one would be to descend as vertical as possible for as long as you can, and then lean forward to drive up. So what this is doing is loading your body on the negative, but then giving you a little bit of relief on the concentric or the lifting phase. So by leaning forward, you're loading the hamstrings and the glutes and taking some of the load off of the quads. But again, you need to make sure that your long-term goal is to go down vertical and back up vertical. Now, once you have the mechanics of this down, you're going to progress to a barbell and or a barbell with weight. So Courtney, go ahead and grab that bar there. Here at Cave, we have a little 27-pound barbell, which is a good progression between this and the big one. So same posture here, good width on the barbell grip so he doesn't hit his calves, impeding his range of motion. So drive on down. We're trying to stay vertical through the back and drive up. One thing you can think of is if somebody put 2 fingers in your sternum and they're pushing you back. So stay back as you go up. There you go. One more. Perfect. So that there is the barbell hack squat.